Oh, birthday. Somebody should have told me, goddammit. I would have did something for him. Maybe he brought his big ass.
I don't know if anybody went to it. We might be here. I don't know.
He's somewhere. I was in the airport. He was off his shit. So I started barking. I'm like, nigga, go. Barking. Well, the ones now.
I'm trying to get you in a shot.
Because it's tall. I have to move this up to that. No, that don't work.
Move that way. There we go.
How do you know? I'm still not in it. Oh, there it is. Right or no? What is this on?
Barnyard.
Stop.
Been here like recently?
Ready? You ready?
Yeah. 5 o'clock, goddammit.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Tell me which way to go before I throw my hand out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story. Williams, no voice, reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turn-offs and fetishes? Financial infidelity. I'm dating a bad person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this is gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy snap? The child wasn't his, and you still had to pay child. I was there.
Was baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have some questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He had me had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man on the inside. They don't
Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Yep. We got an old friend back in the building. She's a little cutie pie that has a long-term boyfriend that she does not love.
He couldn't wait.
Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, have returned to the building.
That's messed up.
Happy Smurf. What's up, girl?
We miss little angry Smurf, aka Little Juicy, on the beat curvy side of the game. We got our home girl in the building. They call her Peaches,
Hey, y'all.
aka Donnie Keith. Nigga, it's crazy motherfuckers out there imitating everything we do. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Motherfuckers calling themselves Peaches.
Oh, no. We can't have you calling yourself Peaches.
Motherfuckers
now.
jacking story time with Zoe Williams.
Oh, it's time to scratch a nigga.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, shit.
That just means that they are on.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Yeah. If you imitate me, I'm going to sock you in your eye, though.
Oh, God. Stop talking about you gonna sock. You ain't finna sock nobody.
Hey, you're never too old to sock anyone.
Okay.
I saw two old ladies almost fighting on the bus with walkers.
And it tickled you, didn't it?
Man, that shit was funny. I wish I could have filmed them.
Oh, God.
They was mad their tennis balls kept click-clacking.
Oh, Jesus,
I'm
stop
gonna
it.
say.
Now, before I get into what I normally get into, I got to address this person in our chat room.
Okay.
Somebody in our chat room, I forgot their name. I don't even know how to say this. Would you say this? Nikoye? Nikoye on Wuchambaruba.
Spell
That's not nice.
Nikoye. 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 Okay.
That's kind
Prince is a better performer than Michael Jackson. Facts. I'm opening up the phone lines right now. Who's pro Prince? Who's pro Michael Jackson? Call the topic, but I have to address this.
of okay.
323.
Y'all know how to talk about Michael.
Just saying, 323-230-4610. I want to hear from people.
That's rough.
Who actually believes that Prince is, listen to me now, I can stomach musician.
Mm-hmm.
Prince is a better musician than Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Michael Jackson isn't technically a musician.
Not at all.
Okay? Who's pro Prince? Who's pro Michael Jackson? The number to dial is 323. Where you come from? Oh, you called in early. It doesn't happen. Hey.
Cool points for me.
Yeah, it's over.
That's a Prince.
I was a Michael fan, but I'm like a diehard wait in line for tickets when that was a same type Prince fan.
You know good and well, Prince's awkward, weird, rhythmic ass.
He wore high heels, Dana.
Androgyny, I loved all of it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He had his chest hairs exposed. World.
I was not
He was still getting bitches.
that. It was wonderful. They both had their time, but Prince, I mean, that's a concert for the ages. I would go to a Prince concert twice a year if he was still alive.
Well, let's do it this way. who opens and who closes for whom? Exactly, because you don't really want to tell the truth. You know good and well Prince would not close after Mike got off stage.
No.
You know he can't do it.
Nobody left because he wouldn't sit down. You know that.
Oh, here we go.
Mike would not want to get the stage to close, so we'd be there like to the wee hours.
Uh-uh.
And Mike, we know you guys.
Mike would drop the mic. Now, if Prince opened,
No, he bullshit.
Prince is the one that off the stage. Everybody saw Purple Rain, and they get off the stage in the movie.
That I would have needles to keep my eyes open.
Phone lines are open. The number of dial is 323-230-40. And Dana, we'll get back to you when we get to the topic.
Yeah, Dane.
Thank you. Love you, teacher.
Love you too, but Michael is the winner.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it. Caller.
Hello, nigga?
Who is this?
Yo, this is Big Prince and Michael Jackson.
Chris.
Big Chris. Let me just say, Chris, your fandom of Prince is a little uncomfortable. What's happening, pimp?
I can't help you with that, son. Opening and closing. Everybody was saying Michael Jackson does it. Michael Jackson didn't do ongoing. Michael Jackson is something that got on the stage and got off. Prince, his stage show was so fantastic. This dude did not go in the shot. This dude do 5 encores after a 2-hour show.
And that means what? Who's opening? Who's closing?
Closing, Michael Jackson is not going to want to be on the stage for so long. So Prince ain't going to never get off, so Michael will have to go.
Mike said,
Who's the better performer?
never stop till you get enough.
Michael Jackson is iconic on a level not many can stand.
Who's the better performer?
Stop procrastinating, Chris.
Where are you performing next?
Prince performing every instrument live on stage. The dancing was kind of weird.
That's what I'm telling you.
See, he gave.
Okay, Michael Jackson is one of the greatest entertainers of all times. In that discussion, what does that got to do? Hey, Chris got to ask. Okay, Chris.
So does 3 6 Mafia.
Right, so does 3 6 Mafia. That's funny. Okay, we're done here.
You know,
all right, we're done. We're done here.
Prince wore 5-inch heels, though. They're arguing his booty cheeks.
We're
were
done.
out.
We're done here with you. We are completely. Listen, we are completely finished with you. You have to go now.
We don't rock.
All right, we're done here.
Bye.
Darren,
Yes,
come
sir.
on, man. Just come on.
I mean, this isn't a question, really.
Yes, it is a question.
The answer is Michael Jackson.
Period.
Thank you.
I don't even know why
Finally
we're talking
someone
about this.
with rhythm.
Fucking period.
Right.
Somebody commented and said that. That's right.
I mean, period. Somebody in the chat room said Prince is a better performer than Michael Jackson.
He's a better musician, not a better performer. Yeah. Because it wasn't even a rhythm to that shit.
Michael had a set motif, a look, an iconic choreography for every hit record.
Right. You can't remember nothing about Prince except he copied James Brown and that little bitchy split he did with them heels on.
Mike,
Can't get over the hill.
Smooth Criminal, you knew Mike was going to come out with the white jacket with the blue arm sleeve.
With the gangster in it.
Billie Jean, you knew he was going to come out with a black sequin jacket
Sequin socks
And the sequin socks and the glove.
and the penny loafers.
Thriller, you knew he was going to come out in the red leather, the red and black jacket.
Right.
He had iconic looks and iconic choreography for every hit record.
It depended on Prince what he wore. He might wear a camisole.
I mean, I don't even see comparison, man. It was Mike that started the line dancing. So he's in the front and all the dancers are behind him in the line. That was him who started that. Yeah. Caller, you're on the line. Let's hear what you have to say. Oh, that's a great question, Mayat. I'm going to ask you. That's a great question. Call the line. Caller. Caller, you're on the line. What up, Tim?
Hey, Tim.
Yes, I can't even believe this is fate.
And Tim, I need you to call in later because I got a topic for today. Jeez. But somebody in the chat room said Prince was better. Who, in your estimation?
That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It would be entertaining idea.
Wow. Wow.
It's all about money. Who shows up in media bigger or a Prince?
Well, Michael Jackson.
Well, they both fill stadiums.
Not bigger.
For 1 second. For that reason.
That's true.
He brings in more people and he brings in more money.
And it is. Hey, don't forget to call back in, bro, because today's topic is going to be.
Prince was good. He's with Michael Jackson.
He's no Michael Jackson. Who had the bigger hits?
Prince was relevant in the 80s. Michael
All right, thanks, Tim. We're going to get to the topic in a second, man. Call back when you can.
Speak next time.
Why you talk like that?
He did speak.
To you. To the voice of reason.
Because he's calling to talk to me.
Who is that?
MGTOW. He don't like women.
That dude don't like women, Tim? Sounds like
He never came on here and he didn't like women. Women just got to know their place with Tim.
Yeah, we gotta walk 3 steps behind and say, whatever you like.
First of all, he sounds. Never mind.
Just go ahead and say what it is you want to say.
Because he like, call back.
He's gonna call back.
What do you want to say?
Right now.
I'm turning it leave.
What do you want to say? You want to say he sound white? Don't you? Well, he's white. We've already figured that out.
He's white.
He's a white man.
That's not what I was going to say, though.
That doesn't mean he wouldn't think your little self wasn't juicy. Be like,
Ugh.
I'm sorry. Here we go. Today's topic. Let me just shout out Total Package Energy. I found out something about Total Package Energy. We sold all of it. Yay! That ain't no goddamn yay. That means I'm going to be 5 weeks.
Have some total package with Joe.
Because they'll pre-order.
You reached your goal. Say something.
Shit. Free all the illy.
Yeah, you tried to give me.
But if this is your time to conversations. And I try to bring in women. Look at this youngster. What are you, 20? and production field. She does everything though. Anyway, are very today. But you don't love him.
Exotic.
Yeah, no, he plays basketball there. That's only how
That's close enough for me.
No, they play Muslim.
Oh, he's Muslim?
No, he just played basketball there.
This shit is gonna, it's gonna derail quickly. All right, let's just. Girl Peaches is in the building. We got a great topic today, man. Are you ready for? It's us, or normally women hit. The Battle of OKC just hit us with 100.
Oh, thank you, OKC.
Dosiah Green just hit us with $9.99.
Thank you, Desire.
Marcus X just hit us with $5.
Thank you, Marcus.
The super chat is on Fizziah. Keep hitting us off, man. We need that shit. All right. And normally develop these topics for 35 questions.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I know. Maybe he's listening. His name is Setu.
Wait, that's his real name?
Setu.
It's an Egyptian name?
No, he's from Ghana.
Okay.
Call him a Guinea man. Because his mother is American and his father is from Ghana. Now, Setu is a unique motherfucker. Setu has a lot of African ways. You are my you know, and I've had to talk to you like, hey man, turn down the African a little bit, my nigga. You know,
Hilarious.
Cause Setu will talk to a woman.
Oh no, no.
Oh, he would. Now, after you tell him, hey nigga, that's my woman, he'll be like, oh, my bad.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he knew. He wanted to say that.
But Setu is like, what's he doing for you
Right.
Oh,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like,
I am
you're
the
not
man.
dumb.
that I cannot do? You know, take a chance.
Oh, I'm sure Setu has a lot of fights.
Guy though, he's a good. This back, he brought my attention. He's basically saying the climate for relationships out here between men and black women is so fucking volatile that we need to address the role reversal concept here. So I said, all right, well, what's the topic? He said, the she-man versus the he-male, not the female, the he-male. The she-man versus
The he-male.
the he-male. A more in-depth look at, yikes, gender role reversal. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think women are reversing the whole role situation?
I think it has reversed tremendously.
Was I?
Oh,
I don't.
I'm sorry. I was ready. No. Are you fucking with me?
You just said fucking. He gotta be talking to me.
I just wait till he say my name because he just be asking questions for days.
Right. Go ahead, King Zoe.
No, but you know what it is? Even she know. And she don't even be here.
You know how I am, so.
You don't care.
Okay, I'm covering my mouth. Ask away.
Even when you cover your mouth, you leave crumbs.
Oh my God.
No, I just need to know. Like, are women's getting so empowered with everything that's going on, and Me Too, and all this other shit that's happening in the world that they are forgetting the balance between masculine and feminine? Like, you got women now that's really just on some old, men don't even matter. I can do this shit without y'all niggas. I gotta be honest, are women saying this now? Y'all gotta be honest, really.
We can answer now.
Let our infrequent guest,
Okay.
No.
Angry Smurf.
What?
Just gonna leave us in the dark?
I thought you were about to talk.
I'm asking you.
He asked you first.
All right, then we'll say the question again.
I'm asking you, are the gender roles switching? Are women starting to act like men in relationships? Are they?
Oh, yeah. They are switching. I mean, girls are like lazy now. That's the whole thing. Y'all make fun of
What do you mean, lazy? Go into that.
Because y'all make fun of like not like my generation and younger all the time. Like, women don't know how to please a man. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. So they just like leave everything for the guy to take care of. Like, you know, basically take care of them.
Okay.
And yeah, they assume the role is like being pampered by like how the woman is supposed to cater to the man. The men now just cater to the women. It's like, what can you do for me? Because I got a nigga that's going to do X, Y, and Z for me. So you got to do X, Y, and like, you know what I mean, to get my attention. So I just feel like it's no longer about submitting yourself to a man anymore.
Wow. I was gonna say, do you even think women are even desirous of any of that anymore? Like,
I'm sure that most women are desirous of it because it's in our nature and our DNA to desire a man. But the roles have reversed to the point, and we see it all day on reality TV shows, how roles have reversed. Look at Kim Kardashian's mom. She's a powerhouse woman. She's such a powerhouse woman that her man became a woman to deal
wow.
with shit. You know, look at Caitlyn. That's a perfect example of when roles have reversed to the point where he didn't know what else to do with his time but become a bitch. I'm just saying.
Damn.
You know.
Wow.
It's real out here.
It's real out here.
That's
Are
a
women?
harsh example.
But no. But that's a great. Women becoming. That men turning into the new women of the house.
Right.
And I even like clean or cook. It's also like they work. I feel like there's more women out here that will have a better job than a man sometimes because, you know, what different circumstances. I know people that are lawyers, doctors, like my age, and like everyone I know has like a good job, like makes $60K or more a year. Like all my friends, like most of my friends.
Right.
And it's like, wow, they just keep going to school, like getting promotions. I had a friend that just got a job with Apple, like paying way more than it paid, and she worked for the Oprah Network in New York. Like she had all these good jobs, and like they're just very successful in that way. So I feel like they lose those other attributes as far as like being a housewife or something like that because they're.
But okay, maybe not being the traditional housewife. But what about being a man's woman?
They forget that part.
Shit.
They don't know how to be a woman
right?
anymore.
Because they so consumed with themselves.
I think women don't recognize how poisoned they are because of today's society. It has made them toxic in the way that they get down with men. Like, for instance, first and foremost, just look at how this shit kind of all melds together. You don't want a nice guy. Women have been fighting with dealing with Mr. Nice Guy the whole time. Mr. Nice Guy is usually the relationship life raft. After the bullshit you've been on, whatever cruise your ass was on with the bad boys of your time, has capsized and sank over and over and over again.
Right.
That's when y'all go and say, let me go fuck with Mr. Nice Guy. Right?
And then it's just a settle.
I'm not done. But I know what you do. I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Okay.
You don't like being asked to speak. You just jump in. It's what you do.
You gotta do like that. You gotta do your hands like that.
I'm just watching how you get down, Peaches. I'm just watching you.
You should know me by now. Okay, I'm quiet.
Jesus. So again. Oh, somebody said, peace be still, Peaches. So again, you don't like Mr. Nice Guy. But isn't Mr. Nice Guy a reflection of a man being in tune with his more feminine side, his nurturing side? That's where the niceness in men come from. And women take that nigga for granted 98% of the time.
Because they corny.
See what I mean? Y'all, I need y'all, you see?
That wasn't even me. See?
But I need y'all to hear the truth. This guy, Mr. Nice Guy be all spiritual and nurturing and loving and caring. And she be like, this nigga is butter whip. This nigga's buttercream.
You know what? Not butter.
And then when Darth Vader comes into this bitch.
Why gotta be Darth Vader?
Because Darth Vader comes with a lightsaber dick.
And
most of the time. This nigga Darth Vader rolls in and be like, bitch, search your feelings, ho. And she be like, oh, you're my daddy, nigga. You're my daddy. Yes, bitch, bend over. And y'all love him.
Search your
We don't
feelings.
love
I'm
no
through with
niggas.
you.
Search your feelings, ho.
Search that bitch.
You know what this dick do. Search it.
You have a force.
But I'm just saying, right? We talking about role reversals.
Mm-hmm.
Then, after years of trying to be, I can convert you from the dark side. Because women be like, I can help him, I can heal him, I can raise him up, I can inspire. After years of getting drugged by Dick Vader, then y'all go run back to Mr. Nice Guy that you've been shitting on this whole time. But you do that once your options decrease.
Why she can't have a Han Solo in between? She don't have to have the nice guy or the Darth Vader.
Han Solo is one of the bad boys.
But Han Solo really wasn't a bad boy.
Yes, the fuck he was.
Until he got that lamp thing.
I'm just trying to tell y'all.
I never saw Star Wars.
Yeah, so this youngling is totally lost.
We using the wrong analogies.
I'm like, who the hell? I didn't know what the hell.
Who hasn't seen Star Wars?
I didn't like it. I could have. I mean, I was around. I just didn't care.
Oh, God. You don't care about a lot of shit. We're clear on that.
I like sports.
Oh, God. Okay.
I watch Space Jam.
But,
Space Jam.
so again, as the roles reverse, women have to change up what they want from men. And I think women are kind of confused about that, kind of locked in a weird little place. And you guys can help me understand. Now that the roles are reversed, should women expect men to carry out traditional responsibilities as protector and provider?
Can we go?
Wait.
Go ahead. Go ahead, angry smirk. Jumpy over there.
I think that you said, do women?
Should women
That's
still expect men to do the traditional shit men were supposed to do? Provide and protect.
Yes. I think just because the women are more powerful don't mean that the men have to be some, take a back seat in that area. Like, I think they should still provide for both. And I feel like women need to provide for themselves too, just in case in like divorces and you got your own money, you don't get like he took everything, I feel like every time something like that happens,
if you got your own money and you technically, I'm talking about black people, black men and women, black women have more money than black men.
No, fact.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't be he still gotta act like I don't.
Get to your phone lines
more.
right now. Get to your phone lines right now. 323-230-4610.
I'm not saying he gotta get a job better than mine. I'm saying he needs to still have a job. He still needs to provide as if I didn't. Just like if we broke up, I'm taking my money.
Wait. You make more money than him.
So he don't have to work?
Just hold on. I didn't say he didn't have to work. Right. You jumping the gun. I didn't say he didn't have to work. I said you make more money than him.
Okay.
So if you make more money than he does he still have to fulfill the traditional role of providing and protecting?
Yes, but maybe not as the all the way traditional way, I guess.
Oh, God.
Like you have to still protect. If you don't make money, that don't mean you can't protect your family.
I didn't say he shouldn't protect.
Okay.
Let's talk about the money side.
Okay, so then the money side, I'm saying he still should provide for like what he can. It's not like
he gonna provide what he can, but are you gonna motherfucking money shame him?
No, I didn't say
most
that.
women do though.
Well, that's not what I said. I said he don't have to make more, but he still has to make money and provide in his own way.
Let's go to Peaches.
Well,
do you see the conundrum here?
I see everything here, and I feel like that a man should always protect, and a woman should protect and provide for her family the same way he does, especially in this day and age, because it's more about, everybody doesn't make a lot of money, and you have to be smart about what you do as a family.
Right.
As far as what you use your money on. And I feel like if a man has a job and I have a job, there's no reason why we can't both provide and protect. Because what if one of us gets sick? What if one of us gets hurt? Somebody has to take care, and that goes both ways.
So let me come back in. This is why tone talks be mad as shit.
I'm kidding.
But
I'm kidding.
It's a two-edged sword. We both need to provide. We both need to protect. But if the woman is making more than
can I
her
finish?
man,
Can I finish that thought?
Okay.
Jesus. it's double Dutch. Oh, the point is made. Now jump in.
Go ahead, King Zoe.
What the fuck? Anyway.
You knew you picked the heater. You already knew.
I'm just saying, this is what pisses Tone off in this way right here. We have these just aspirational thoughts. Well, a man is just supposed to do, and a man is supposed to do this, and then I'm supposed to. Okay, is there any empirical knowledge behind what we supposed to do? Or is this just some shit somebody told us that we supposed to be doing and then we just lock into it and it never changes? Even if the economy and like that one book, Wealth in the 21st Century, talks about how wealth is at the most calcified point it's ever been. In the history of money, wealth is at the most calcified point it's ever been. So we're oblivious to that knowledge. We don't even know what the fuck is calcified wealth mean. Oh, you mean just a group of motherfuckers got a gang of bread and the rest of the people poor?
Yeah.
So trust fund babies like Donald Trump and Bush and all these ballers. Generational wealth grows faster than the national GDP, than national wealth, right? Okay, so most of you niggas are a check away from homelessness, but you still niggas gotta eat. Gotta do something. Be a man. Wait a minute. Do you not know of the shifting tides of what's happening in the world around you?
That's why I said it's both people. They both need to provide. The woman has to provide the same way a man does nowadays because he might not have a job at a point.
But
what do you mean by provide then?
So let's go back.
Yeah,
That's
go deeper.
That's a great That's a great question. That's a great question. Give me some. My nigga. So here's the thing. Women wanted to stay traditional while at the same time recontextualizing femininity. I wanted to stay traditional with my man. Man, you better do man shit. But the woman is recontextualizing womanhood. I don't have to cook for you. Cook for yourself, nigga.
Never.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to the prevailing thoughts that are out there. I don't have to love you. That's for your mama to do.
Oh, not your mama.
I'm trying to tell you, this shit is out here like that.
Wow.
So women are recontextualizing femininity and womanhood, and men are expected to stay in a traditional role while accepting this new Renaissance woman. Am I lying? I got to turn my back to y'all because sometimes y'all be acting crazy.
Oh, you just rude.
No, I need you guys to acknowledge the fact that there's some kind of cognitive dissonance happening with y'all. Y'all want your cake and you want to eat it too. Did you see what Beyonce's? Who
did I see?
What you deserve is this belt on your ass.
Beyonce what?
Beyonce's mom. She's sitting there with her new husband.
Yeah, I saw that video.
She dissed the dog shit out of this man.
What you mean? What she did?
She was like, I prayed to God, and listen, let me just stop for a second. There's a couple of things that I have to address.
Okay.
My daughter, I love my baby girl. Shout out to Prima. My daughter was like, Dad, you need to watch this episode with me of Fix My Life.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I can fuck with that for a minute. I watched the Fix My Life episode, and I felt good about it. Because this was the episode she's dealing with the Braxtons.
Oh, that just came on.
And I saw something that I felt needed to happen 5-10 years ago.
Okay.
In my last serious relationship, I watched the Braxtons.
Okay.
It's about 8 years ago. I was watching it because I was in a relationship with this girl. I'm watching it and I'm saying, Tamar is a brat.
Mm-hmm.
Tamar is a grown, entitled child.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also seeing what's happening and I'm saying, but on this television show, she's being elevated. And a lot of young girls are going to see her as an example of how to be.
Oh.
But this is an asshole. This is a disrespectful, entitled asshole.
Okay.
Fast forward, I break up with the girl. I write a book about it. That's the relationship dismount.
Okay.
All the way to today, my daughter says, watch this episode. And in this episode, Tamar breaks down and acknowledges how much of a bitch she's been to her own people.
Wow.
She talked about being a fucking brat. She talked about being selfish. She's talked about being non-supportive. She talked about all that shit. Now, mind you, she just broke up with Vince, whoever, the big ass first.
Yeah, the weirdo looking dude. Yeah.
And guess what? I'm not saying she didn't love him.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm saying. If you that way towards your family, I know your ass was that way towards him.
Right, or worse.
Or worse.
Way worse, because he ain't blood.
Then I told my daughter, I said, now peep game on this. She already in another relationship. You over here, you got a whole new man and a whole new situation while you over here having a nervous breakdown with your family. Your ass should have been in a cocoon before you got into another dude.
Right. They jumped right into it.
That's that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Then, fast forward, because Beyonce is influencing her mother now. Her mother has already influenced Beyonce as a child,
right.
But now Beyonce is the super mega star, Beyonce, and Beyonce is now influencing her mother.
Mm. The roles have reversed.
So peep game on this. She's saying the whole same bullshit script that most black women use. I'm praying to God for a really good man. I'm praying to God for a great man, and this and that and this and that. Then she basically, and I paraphrase, I might get this wrong. Then she basically says, then he sent me him. And he ain't perfect. What? This nigga sitting right here. This is on film. And then he goes, no. And she said, no. Like, no, you're not perfect. But I'm happy. See, it's all about you being happy. You think God sending you something makes you happy. No, happiness is an inside job.
Mm-hmm.
And God is an inside job.
Right.
And the discovery of God is the discovery of contentment.
Mm-hmm.
And a man doesn't bring you that.
No.
A man only reflects the happiness that is already within you that you've discovered.
Right.
Oh, but somebody told you that God, Jesus, the holy stork, is supposed to bring you your standards wrapped up in a man. This is a woman well into her 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be.
Well, can I speak?
Yes, you can.
I agree with the wait on God thing. You already know that part. But
shit.
Well,
You didn't
know
hear
who
a
you
word.
talking to. I heard everything you said.
No, you didn't.
But I don't agree with her saying that.
She disrespected the man right there.
Exactly. I don't feel.
She
I
basically
didn't
said
like that part.
She basically said, this isn't exactly what I asked God for, but it'll do.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll take this nigga for now. I'll settle for this in my old age, is what I heard.
First of all, is that not an example? Those two examples that I just gave, are those not examples of women running a fucking muck?
Yeah, those are examples.
Why are you mad?
I'm just
mad. Not running a fucking muck. A muck, come out.
running a fucking muck. And if you point it out, you now hate women. You're bitter.
Yeah, if a man points it out, he's bitter. He's mad.
No, he's not. The motherfucker is intelligent to be able to see it.
No, I'm saying that's what they're thinking, is that he's mad or he's bitter.
The roles are changing. Y'all make more money. You get better educated. You're asking yourself now, what the fuck do I need him for?
That dick.
And that dick, women are not adverse to renting good dick nowadays.
Oh yeah, they paying for it all day long.
There's dick rentals now.
Like a truck or a shampooer.
Come through, get this pounding, and bounce, my nigga.
Yeah, I got shit to do. I ain't one of them sisters, but they out there.
I wish I could be that.
Yeah,
did too.
I could tell you seem to be like you would be prone to suffering from nicotine. Not nicotine, nicotine addiction.
Oh.
Straight nicotine.
Nicotine.
I need that nigga. Where is he?
Where's my dick patch?
I see that. And that's the one thing that throws a monkey wrench in y'all controlling ways as women.
What?
Nicotine. Because when nicotine comes through, y'all don't really have an answer for that. It takes y'all a minute to shake it.
Shoot, who trying to shake it?
Y'all trying to... No, I'm just saying. For the most part, y'all be trying to control a nigga. But when a nigga puts nicotine in your system...
I'll be addicted.
That's why I always try to tell men. 2 things to maintain, not necessarily power, but this is the pathway to power.
What?
Freedom is the pathway to power.
Okay.
2 things. You have to have a really solid sense of self and a developed mindset. And then you have to be healthy so you can fuck the dog shit out of them. Because when you do that, you can make rules. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, it does change.
You can say, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could speak with your dick to my vagina, you will have more say-so to my brain.
But if you have a sense of self, you are not a kowtower to them. You're not like, oh, that pussy was so tight. Fuck all of that. I'm going to inject you with nicotine.
What did he say? What the name of that cigar was? The something stick?
I'm going to give you the dessert stick. Back, 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 back. No, let me just say, because women make the dumbest decisions when they're on nicotine.
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, that's not what I meant by nicotine then. I thought you meant something else.
What you thought he meant?
I thought you meant like, you just need...
Not nicotine.
No.
Nicotine.
I'm talking about you just need it to help you get through the day, but you don't really, it's not like you... I'm not emotional. I don't care. I just need you for this purpose, and then you can go back.
But see, that's my point. That's the usury transactional new woman who hasn't been thoroughly dickmatized.
Yeah.
Manmatized. There's so many, I'm just saying, but hear what I'm saying. There's so many weakling men out there. If a man has a powerful mind.
We're not talking.
Listen, if a man,
we not talking.
If a man, I want y'all to hear that response. If a man has a powerful mind, if a man has a powerful sense of self, if a man has a thoroughly developed and sound philosophy for himself,
Right.
he's healthy and his dick works.
Oh my God, I'm so sucking his dick every day.
I'm just saying, he has the power of freedom now.
Oh yes, you getting served breakfast and head every day.
And I'm not saying this is true for all women.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying the way women are interfacing now.
Right.
I gave you 2 examples. Tamar.
Mm-hmm.
8 years ago, when I was in a relationship with that young lady, we used to watch the Braxtons. And I would always say, she's an asshole.
Yeah.
The way she treats her family, the way she talks to people, the way she condescends, she's a brat. I always say that. But I always point it out, and she's also a role model.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Braxton show. I never watched it, but I did see her on The Real, so it's same attitude.
You get what I'm saying? Beyonce's mom, sitting on camera.
Yeah, I didn't.
With her husband.
They married?
Yeah.
And their
That's
body
fucked
language,
up.
to me, her body language was disrespectful because she is kind of slightly with her back to him. And, I mean, I just watch people's body language. It say a lot about what they saying out their mouth. So, it matched her attitude.
Wow.
And again, I'm not saying all women are like that. You got good women out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's good women out there. And I'm not
Right, I was like, I'm good.
Now, peep game on this. I'm not saying you got to know how to cook to be a good woman.
It helps.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with being a good woman. You know what? Being a good fuck good woman, good person.
Okay.
There are good people in the world, both men and women.
Totally.
And I'm not saying you got to know how to scramble a fucking egg in order to be a good woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying somebody who is connected to a sense of empathy, who can empathize, someone who can listen non-judgmentally, someone who is intellectual enough and in touch with themselves enough to know my partner isn't intentionally trying to fuck me over.
Right.
All the time.
Right.
Sometimes they are.
Yeah, some people have.
But a good person is aware and can distinguish between the two.
Right.
A good person knows, you know what? Some of this bullshit that's coming back to me is because of me. And I'm willing to take responsibility for what I magnetize in my life. To me, that's a good person. And you got women that are that way, and you got men that are that way. But let's be honest. For the most part, the average man and woman, we've already explained it, are in a transactional relationship.
Yeah, you gotta give something.
I'm here for this, you're here for that, and as long as that stream of what we're here for is popping, this interaction has meaning.
And it's unfortunate.
But that's where we are. Is that not where we are? Angry Smurf, are you a transactional woman? Just go ahead and say it.
It's like circumstantial. Like, so with certain people I am.
Boom. But see, I love the truth in that.
Right.
Because some people are like the main dude is like, he's not that obviously, but I have other people that serve different purposes.
This nigga's a pimp.
No, it's just like, he gone. He got transactional hoes wherever he at.
And here's the cold thing. Here's the cold thing.
It's real.
My partner on this book I'm working on, The Holographic Relationship, is texting me, "You're mean." She's saying, I'm mean.
No, you're not.
And I'm just pointing it out that women be on that bullshit.
And if you don't got it figured out, that's when you do stuff like that. I mean, you can't be trying to be serious with somebody but be transactional. Like, you don't know what you want. Like, I know I don't know what I want yet. So that's why I'm just keeping it, you know. I'm like, all right, if I need this and I found somebody to do this, I'm like, okay, you this type of dude.
Look at there.
Right.
But I won't do that to somebody I care about.
But you normally do it to nice guys
No.
who will capitulate.
I don't even meet nice guys.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I block them or I ignore them probably.
So,
At least she honest. She
so
said
wait.
she do.
So you telling me?
I probably do.
I need y'all to listen. I need y'all to listen to Angry
I
Smurf.
can't.
Look,
Because Angry Smurf is basically telling y'all she only fucks with bad boys.
that's bad is not. I'm just saying somebody that's not nice don't have to be a bad boy.
Okay, you gotta define the bad in the boy, huh?
They just regular. They're not like overly nice. They're not overly like doing too much, trying to like get to know me. Like this is what we here for.
Do you are y'all listening to Angry Smurf? Are y'all listening to the truth of what's happening out here in the world right now with these new ones? You knew.
I mean, I think you have to, as a woman, you have to like understand the dynamics of like just society now. So until I come across, like that's why I said I still keep the main one around. You know,
The main one.
but
I remember it was sacrilege for a woman to even speak like this.
well,
The main dude?
get with it.
Wow. She said, get with it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going down on the Voice of Reason tonight. We've got a great topic. The she-man versus the he-male. A more in-depth look at gender role reversal in modern-day relationships. Don't come running back to Mr. Nice Guy after Billy Club. You know who he is.
That don't sound right.
You know who
Billy Club.
Billy Club.
That sounds like it hurt.
You know who that nigga is? Let me tell you something.
What the hell?
I'm already cute. But let me tell you something. In my younger day, oh God,
It was obscene.
it was obscene.
I'm glad I didn't know you back
Let
then,
me
though.
let me just tell you. In my younger day, I didn't have to mac or talk for it.
Excuse me.
He
Or
had blue eyes.
I didn't have to do none of that.
Girls like that.
I didn't have to talk for anything. So, I remember when I was in the 10th grade. And there was this one girl. When I tell you she was gorgeous. But back then, just like now, there was this colorism issue. Story time with Zoe Williams, the nigga who created it, not the bootlegger. Okay. Story time with Zoe Williams.
Right. The voice of reason.
I was in the 10th grade. And this girl, she had just gotten to the school. She was from Compton. And her people moved to Dena.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you she was quite possibly one of the most beautiful human beings I had ever seen.
Wow.
But because she was the color of this jacket, motherfuckers wouldn't fuck with her at the school.
You like chocolate.
Yeah.
I
that's
love
your
it. I
thing.
like all flavors of sister. Don't get it.
Okay,
Don't
okay. Check us.
flip your little ass up. Okay, now you better be careful now. Grow you up now. You get a little taste of nicotine.
no.
Okay, so
You know what?
Fucking gross.
story time with Zoe Williams. A little nicotine go a long way now. So I saw her. The first time I saw her, I walked right up to her. And this is the type of shit I've done because of colorism in our community.
Okay.
I just walked up to her and I said, let's go to homecoming.
Wow. Straight up.
Right off tops.
I know she was like that.
She was like, for real? I was like, yeah, let's go to homecoming. She was like, okay, my name is, and here's my number, and right off. There was no macking.
I know all your little crushes was like, man, fuck that black bitch.
I never had.
Mad as shit.
So, what I'm trying to explain here is, women love that nigga.
Right.
And And I'm not saying women don't like the dude that wines and dines and does all the other things. I'm not saying women don't. I'm just. What I'm saying is, a lot of times women love a motherfucker who has supreme confidence.
Awesome.
And arrogance.
We do. Because you know what? The arrogance is what attracts us. Your confidence and arrogance is what attracts us, even in the nice guys. If they don't have that about themselves, if they're nice, we're not going to pay attention to them like Angry Smurf said. But if you're showing a certain level of confidence and arrogance, it's something about that lets us know it's just manly. It's just like a magnetism to it.
But that's my point. You guys fall back on nice butters after niggas like me who could give 2 shakes of a fat rat's ass. After he's run through you, then you remember. Oh, a little Johnny
You
boy.
didn't hear me.
Okay.
I said the nice guy has to have, because to me, you're a nice guy, Zoe. You're a nerd to me. You're a nerdy, cool nigga.
Right.
So
that's what I was about
you
to
would
say.
be the nice guy
Right.
in my mind.
Right.
Because I fucked with that type that just don't give 2 fucks. You could talk that shit all you want to, but you're that nice guy to me.
No, I'm not.
I know you're not now, but on sight, I would have thought this nice ass, goofy ass, nerdy nigga. And then you get to know Zoe, and you like, this nigga is a whole other person.
Right.
On a whole other playing field that I'm not recognizing.
That's why you motherfuckers get side swiped by niggas like, what happened?
Right, cause you wear you wear like your sweater. You know, that's a smart nigga to me.
No, it don't. It says royal nigga.
Okay, excuse me, King Zoe. But it said, when I look at that, if I didn't know you, I'd be like, oh, this nigga wearing Egyptian stuff. He probably one of them reading niggas. That's what I would think in my head.
And that reading,
And that would attract me to you.
and then later on,
know you.
I would be on top of it.
See what I'm
Right.
saying? What's up, T?
Injecting some nicotine.
I think nice guys shouldn't just show that they're nice, like off. They be doing too much right away, and it's like overbearing.
Again,
Show it, like, and
again. What has always worked for me, and I'm gonna let it be known. Y'all want to hear it? Here it goes. What has always worked for me that I've recognized is my aloofness.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Women say all the time, how come you don't call me? How come you don't do this? How come you don't do that? The average nigga would have already done this and done... nigga,
You're not thirsty.
first and foremost, I'm on my clock.
Right.
You used to niggas being on your clock. I'm teaching y'all good game right now. Brother, where's your clock? I know what time my clock say for me.
Right.
What does your clock say? So many niggas have been prepared to jump through hoops and use their behavior to prove to a woman that they are committed and devoted to them. Mm-hmm. And now women get to decide between usually a whole myriad of satellites of niggas doing the same thing. Well, you know what? This nigga did it better. This nigga did it at a higher level, at a higher... nigga, my clock ain't with your clock.
Right.
I'm going to show up when I want to show up, if I want to show up. Well, you didn't seem like you were serious. I said, how is the regular nigga doing for you?
Not the regular nigga.
Again, I'm going to say it one more time, brothers. A well-defined sense of self. Self-confidence. A developed self-philosophy. And nicotine. Now, not to get too personal, but I've been blessed.
Okay.
You annoying.
There's angry Smurf. I thought he would turn it over a new leaf. He brought it back out.
I'm just saying.
I'm willing down.
I've been blessed.
You could thud on the table.
Who cares?
I believe you. I've already peeped. I've got Peter gazing. I peeped everybody.
Don't look at my pants no more.
I done peeped him, all of them. Everybody walking through the hallway.
I could care less.
I'm just saying, brothers.
I do. All women do.
Hey, I'm just saying, brothers. What I need you to do: take care of yourself. Eat right. Exercise. Create a lane of freedom. Do not fucking acquiesce.
Use herbs.
And take your insulin, nigga.
Right. Do not acquiesce.
Right.
Y'all need to hear this though. Do not acquiesce to an average, mediocre-minded woman.
Yes.
She could be cute. She could be beautiful. She could be all of that. But if she is mediocre intellectually, do not acquiesce. Even the intellectual ones. When I say intellectual, I'm not talking about book read. I'm talking about self-aware.
Right.
Self-aware women welcome niggas like me in. Because they know, oh, okay. This is some real shit right here. This is not a game with him.
Right.
It's another level. I can't play the bullshit social template. This is what we supposed to be doing shit with. I can't play that with him. They know it's more than that bullshit niggas be on. I'm just saying. You feel what I'm saying? And women also know who they can play inside of that social template. This thirsty little good guy, he wants to do everything that I want him to do because he ain't never had a woman like me. On the physical side. Tone Talks is in the building right now.
What up, y'all?
Tone!
What up? What up? What up?
We talking about
Smurf Peach is in the building.
we talking about the flipping of the gender roles.
Oh, I watched the whole show.
And I'm like, yes, women are doing better. But you saw how the fucking angry Smurf was in here talking about a nigga still gotta do all this money shit even though she making more money.
I asked what he meant by providing because I was like, wait, and then I understood it.
Yeah,
So,
I've been watching it. It's just I think that people are getting together in the middle of an economic storm, and versus like if you look at the past time, wealth stayed pretty stable during most of these people's lives before us, like your grandparents and your parents, depending on their age bracket. Now it's like chaos in the middle of your marriage, so then or your relationship. So like people be talking about they want to be with somebody and then they with them when they up. But what happened when they just changed the laws on weed? And that just changed everything about
Wait.
dude that didn't graduate from high school that you been with.
But explain that.
I'm just
That's such a powerful.
That's real.
Just one day, niggas roll out of the bed and say, you know, we want to change the law on weed. What happens?
Well, I'm saying like everything about the whole. I'm not dealing with whether something is right or wrong right now. I'm saying everything about, you know, like Uber as an example. When we was in high school, let alone college, wasn't no working after work. They done introduced Uber, so you work after work. So if you don't work after work, then your woman tells you, well, you ain't trying hard enough. If you do work after work, well, you don't got enough time.
Make an effort.
So,
you're not making an effort to make this work.
And this is where the way, see, I don't think we understand how wealth calcification shows up in terms of our day-to-day life. And I think for a lot of us, when we come back to gender roles, we don't have any exposure to what women are supposed to do or have. We only know what men are supposed to have. I've made that point in our marriage show.
Tone, what are women supposed to have?
At least give me a granddaddy for my baby.
What does that mean?
I mean, if you don't know your daddy or he been in jail because of mass incarceration, what can you give me in terms of your family? I mean, let's deal with the other side. Like, a lot of women are much more communal. I think mass incarceration made us a lot more isolated. I'm not saying every man and every woman, but generally speaking, incarceration kind of decreased the number of men that men could be around. Whereas women, y'all be having a lot of problems. I don't want to talk about your friend being single. I don't want to talk about your cousin not being able to eat. I just want to go have fun like you say you want to have fun.
Right.
And so, like, what we get is that you ready for roles, but you ain't ready for roles. When I say that, I mean protect and provide my sanity. So it ain't just protect and provide in terms of giving me rent and all that. I mean, look, your mama an asshole. You know that. You need to tell her that so she don't come around and bring that in our house. I'm just saying, and like I think a lot of what I've experienced in relationships is everybody ducking. And the thing is, this moment ain't about ducking, because you can't duck low enough for what's coming or what's here for a lot of people. You know, we went to the marriage website. We did the marriage show the last 2 weeks. Shout out to Zoe. Check it out on my channel. Yeah. And what you see on the marriage websites is like white people talking about real problems. Black people taking pictures. I'm talking about you go to the black marriage sites and they all like pictures of vacations and the ceremony. But you go to the white sites, there was one dude talking about like my wife gave her kidney to an officer and they weren't having sex or nothing, and she and how it made him feel, and this, you don't see that kind of like awareness of what makes up a relationship. So when we talk about roles, I think it's really just about like really just staying like a kid with a kid level relationship.
Now watch, that goes back to what I outlined earlier. Number one, men, maintain your freedom. Because just like, what did that man, who was Trayvon Martin's lawyer?
Oh, the
Crumple, whatever, Crump.
Crump.
Yeah.
Crump just came out and said black people are losing in the judicial system. Period.
I concur.
Now, when he says black people, I guarantee you that it's disproportionately men that are losing. Black men. Now, understand, your fucking relationship, if not effectively navigated and guided, will lead your ass to the court system.
True.
And the court system, especially in family law, is mainly an advocate for women.
Yes.
So go back to my point earlier when I'm talking about men maintaining their freedom. Oh, Zoe's a bad guy. Zoe's mean. Okay, you ain't got no money. So you don't effectively manage your reproductive organs. And you have a baby with a social mercenary. With a social mercenary. Someone who's trying to come up anyway. What is a social mercenary, Zoe? Number one, somebody trying to come up. Number two, an immature child. Someone who would go to the court system because the relationship didn't work.
Or you with somebody new.
Yeah.
And don't want it to work no more.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Didn't you send me something where a girl was dancing and singing or something? I think it was you that sent that.
I don't know.
Where she was singing about child support.
Oh yeah.
I saw that.
She did a cheerleader. She did a cheer for child.
Yeah, I sent that to Zoe. That craziness.
So again, there's social blindness there because you don't really know wealth calcification.
No, you don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing, but here you are cheering.
Right.
Okay, let's. The baby gotta eat. What about stop fucking and let niggas bust?
Right. Cheering in a dirty ass house. That's what she was doing.
Well, I think it's so. We gotta go back. Is this? You know, this is the question. Is what we're seeing role reversal or role like disappearance? And there's a difference. Meaning, it's just the Wild Wild West, where it ain't no roles. And see, if that's the case, y'all in the win, because the way it's built, society kind of gives us our power through wealth. Well, if we don't have no wealth, you still got a vagina. So, like, Black America largely is running around here with heavy set 5'2" women talking about I'm beautiful. But I can't tell you that your height changes your beauty.
Right.
Or that you're not a model shape. You're a heavy woman. Mm-hmm. But I'm wrong for that. But you're gonna tell me that beauty is what you trading in right now. I can't tell you that you're 40 or 43. I can't tell you that you have 2 kids. So it's like weird because like right now it's like every angle that allows you to give some kind of tempering to the asset tools that women are using is kind of like you wrong for that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear it. I want to get some phone calls in here. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Today's topic, the she-man versus the he-male. A more in-depth look at gender role reversal in modern-day relationships. And again, we're not all right here. We're not. But there is something to consider when you start asking questions like, should women now pay for dates?
I have. I've paid for a date.
I'm saying all of them.
Said all my dates.
Is role reversal having a positive influence on society? At what point does female empowerment become male disempowerment? With role reversal, are men relieved of their responsibility as protector and provider? Let me ask Tone. Tone! Between black men and women, who make the most money?
Well, we looked at, they had this whole payday of black women making 62 cents against the male dollar. Well, it was a con because we're talking about the white male dollar. It also was a con because white women make 72 cents on the white male dollar. But then the last thing is the most important, which is white women live with white men. So that's $1.72 house. And so like so you have the 62 cents, but like for black men, I think it was at 68 or 69 cents. The problem being against the white male dollar, it's the lowest of all the men. The problem though is that 10% of our group, again, the highest group in America that's even close is like 0.9, 0.8%. That's white males. Black men, young black men incarcerated at 10%, but they don't usually normally count incarcerated in the wealth data. I mean the income data because it's only 1%. Or normally it's like 0.2% like it is for black women. Well, if you take it out, 10% of people making $2 an hour or nothing an hour, you done shifted the numbers. So if you add in the incarcerated, we make the same. And the problem is that we make the same, but you expect me to pay for you.
Wow.
And also the problem is that we make the same amount of wealth, and you effectively expect me to take on this role and this positionality and this protector provider role with none of the tools. And then in fact, let's go further. That's just like the economics. In the actual work environment, you're privileged. See, nobody really wants to deal. Bette Midler comes out yesterday, talks about, everybody was talking about the crazy tweet she did. I was in their own head.
Women are the N-word of the world.
Yeah, people can't deal with me. I'm a problem. I was in their own heads. And so what I was telling these white feminists is femininity effectively allows white women to low-key separate themselves from the white home they live in.
Ooh.
We have, as black men, no uniform, we have no connection line or we have no connection line or we're never with white men as black men. They live together in a marriage as white women. So femininity, the undercurrent of it is to make race and femininity the same, when in effect, we live in homes together as black men and black women. So my 61 cent go with your 61 cent to make us $1.22.
Right.
They had $1.72.
Right.
And so your question, coming back to it, black men make about the same, if not less, but the problem is that we're expected to provide so much that black women use their money on their massages and their hair.
And that's what Angry Smurf
That's
said.
not what I said.
Angry Smurf. You said.
No, I didn't.
You said. I want to be able to keep my money.
No, I said when women just, if we're going to be traditional and they don't work at all, normally when they get the divorce, they don't have any money. They're left with nothing. So I think the women should make money on their own. But we were saying how you said well, women make more than men now, so should the man still provide? And I'm like, yeah, because he needed to have a job too.
Well, let's look at Mary J. Blige. The dude was married with her while she was a dope fiend
And
supposed
he
to.
didn't do nothing.
No, hold up.
He was a manager. Hold on now.
Hold
A
on.
good manager, too.
I'm saying to you, I don't care what he did. He was there 10 years. I think it was 10 years, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
See, we don't never do that to women. We don't do this undermining of just your time.
He ain't shit. Go get a job.
He wasn't a good example.
No, he was.
not.
No, I don't care. See, I don't care what we think outside. We weren't there in the marriage. She could have chose to divorce him after year 1. She did it. She was there for 10 years. Somehow, what we did with our black boys is they get haircuts. Black women get their hair done. Everything is about we want you to be disposable. And I don't think we understand the consequence of making disposable black men in the middle of a post-mass incarceration, well, actually in the middle of a mass incarcerated America. Because the men actually don't have self-pride or self-value. That's why they get their dick away so easy.
Wow.
Right.
Look, hey, I don't know if some people's feathers are being ruffled. Feathers! Let me explain. I'm getting a lot of text messages from my partner on my book.
Who's your partner?
Her name is, I don't want to put her out there.
Okay, never mind.
But she's, she's very significant, and I have to make her feel loved and wanted on this project. Because, to be honest with you, like, she's redesigned this whole book. Like, she's recreated the whole book, created all of these wonderful stories and powerful narratives all around these relationship concepts that I gave to her.
Okay.
She's dope. But she's
can't
in
wait
here
to read.
talking shit on the text message. Like, I can't with your show. Oh my God.
Yeah, he goes in the paint, and so does Tone.
Hey, Tone. This is the one I told you what she wants to give the character in the book a white man. Remember I told you that?
Yeah, I mean, it's all fantastic.
Fantastic.
No, I'm just
I like
saying,
that with you.
I'm just saying like this, it's a trip because what's happening is we don't understand the most consequential element in our life is our race because of what America is built on. Somehow this generation of post-Cosby kids, they think race, gender, sexuality all intersect to create a similar, like they're all the same. No, your race is everything. That locks you out of all the wealth. I'm talking about being a DOS descendant of American slavery. And so I come back to these roles. And what we see right now is that black people are really struggling because they're trying to fit their life into a white paradigm. But the white paradigm is built on white oppression and white access and white wealth. Now, if you don't have those things, you're going to have to redo it all and jump over a broom, tie that little string on your finger, and just be in love.
Here we
Right.
go. Love ain't enough. I've heard that from sisters.
Right.
I like to vacation a lot, right?
Love is not enough. Love doesn't pay the mortgage. Love doesn't pay the bills. Love is not I can't eat love, nigga.
And
I can't
it's true what Tom said though. It's like everybody thinks this generation thinks that we're all be gay, be a she-male, be whatever you want, be in love, don't be in love, like boys today, like girls tomorrow. This new generation is kind of messed up gender roles, period. There is no gender anymore.
Here we go, callers.
So let me say one last thing.
Go ahead.
When we say the word provide, see the problem with black people, I mean, and I literally mean this with love, is we don't want to put numbers to it. You said earlier, let's just use the Dream Hoarder number. Dream Hoarder, the book, I mentioned it on my show. He said you got to be in the top 20% to access American Dream. 20% of the families. He said, I can do that. Well, that's 600 in net worth. 600K in net worth. So you need to be a family worth 600K in net worth to provide the American Dream.
All right.
What black family can do that? What black man can do that?
Yikes. Caller, you're on the line.
Hey, Zoe, I called back. So,
Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Here we go.
First I need to refute what someone was saying earlier. That wage gap nonsense he's talking about with 72 cents. I'm surprised you didn't catch him on that. That's what you said.
Yeah, from what?
You're saying the 72 cents, women make 72 cents on the dollar? That's not true.
There's a study that came out. I didn't make the study. What are you talking about?
The wage gap is a myth, man. It's a myth.
Well, what's the information?
Right.
Give us the information on how it's a myth.
Women typically have children, right? So if you take like 4 or 5 years out of the workforce, they're going to make
Women usually work and carry children.
No, they don't. They get maternity leave. And a lot of them, when they get into their 30s, actually leave law practices so they can raise children.
We want more. We want more. Keep going. There's more information. We want to.
Well, your marketability value in the workplace goes down if you take time off to have kids.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not the methodology they use.
So what is the methodology that they use?
They didn't take out maternity leave and all that.
If you go for gender studies degree, guess what? You're going to make less money than a guy who's an engineer.
Look, I'm not here to defend the study that economists did against you as a layman, but I'm just saying that an economist did it. You're welcome to reach out to that economist. I'm just using what was in the media. Now, if you want to say that that's wrong, and that's your position, I just say that that's not enough. What you gave us.
I'm just saying if you compare, you're right in the sense that if you compare men to women flatly, yes, women make 72 cents on the dollar compared to men, but you're not factoring in things like different degrees, different education, time in the workforce, taking off time for children.
Well,
once you factor in all those other variables, the wages equal out in the end.
Well, let me reply to you with this. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tell you this: y'all live together. So put your money together. Let's put our money together, and you explain to me why my family as a black folk have made way less than y'all. That's all I need to answer for. Ain't no maternity leave difference. Ain't none of that. That's my problem.
One of the reasons you were right earlier. One of the reasons is because the government stepped in and incarcerated all you guys with the drug war. So guess what? You're not making much money, and you got the single mothers everywhere working at McDonald's. So yeah, you're not going to make very much money in that household when the government's stepping in to put all you in jail for no reason.
I got another reason. Your daddy gave you a job, and that job paid you way too much for what you were able to do.
Go there, Tone. Go there.
You know what I'm saying? They gave you whiteness. I'm saying I think that what's happened is your generation. I'm guessing that you're under 40. I'm just guessing. Yeah. Your generation doesn't really understand race. Somehow your grandfathers took all that race, put it inside of an inheritance, handed it to you, and it's like you don't understand how that inheritance gap was created from the FHA, from the New Deal.
I didn't inherit any money.
No, I'm saying as a group. I said at your generation. I don't know you. You call it into a black show, you may be an anomaly. As a race, though, y'all got all the bread.
Well, yeah, we started out ahead of you due to slavery. So
no, that's not.
It takes time to catch up.
No, that's not what happened. Y'all was eating clay, dirt. It was the New Deal. It was programs that they created and made a white middle class from nothing. Like they effectively made it so like if you were black, you were poison to communities through redlining. I think you're understanding the value of homeownership.
Oh yeah, the Jim Crow laws were terrible. It's all governmental institutions you're talking about. They've destroyed the black family. Okay. I don't disagree with you at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a beef with that. The worst thing that ever happened was the fucking New Deal.
Yeah.
It's put generational debt on every race in the country. We're $21.6 trillion in debt right now. The country's going down the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I come back to it, and the whole show is about roles and everything else. I think that what's happening right now is white America has set a standard that they're able to keep up with due to inheritance, due to intergenerational transfers, due to in-life gifts. This whole system, there's a reason school is $40,000.
Everybody wants intergenerational transfers. I mean, you have a family so that you can pass on, your wealth, and you want to have a better life for your kids. That's
not why black people have families.
What do you mean?
That's not why black people are having families.
You're telling me that black people don't want to give more to their kids?
I'm telling you right now, black people are not transferring wealth between generations in a way
that's
where
not our fault.
No, see, again, how can you say that the New Deal exists and then say it's not our fault? How can you say that you're white and then it's not my fault that you're black? Everything about your life and your privileges sits on the back of our failure. Let me explain to you.
Keep going, Tone. Keep going.
Let me give you a very specific example.
You need to stop. Look.
Hold on. Let me give you an example.
Wait. Everybody can't talk at the same time. I'm going to make sure everybody gets theirs out. Hold on 1 second, Tim. Let Tone finish, then I'm coming to you.
Huffington Post interviewed me 3 years ago. The political editor had interviewed somebody in Mississippi and a warden in Mississippi at a jail. That warden said, they promised me my prisoners. They haven't sent them yet.
Wow.
Effectively, what had happened, there was a quota set up for how many prisoners were going to be sent to this private prison. Well, this private prison created white jobs all around the community. The janitor that cleaned it, the people that walked around and watched the prisoners. But don't nobody want to be the prisoner, though. You know who get to be the prisoner? Black folk, black males. I'm saying to you that your life, and I'm saying white life, not you specifically, because you scurry out of that shit every time. White life sits on the back of black folks living a secondary status in this country. It's just what it is. Now, you can say what you want, but the data is there. I'm interviewing Rothstein on Monday, Color of Law.
Oh
wow!
Oh, that's gonna be fire.
I already agreed with you, dude. The government the drug war was targeted the black family, and it's imprisoned pretty much every black male out there. It destroyed your earning potential. But stop looking at it in terms of race, dude. We're all on the same side here. It's the fucking little guy versus the government.
But we're not, though. That's what I'm saying to you. We're not on the same side.
We are. I'm on your side, dude.
Yeah, but you one dude calling in the Zoe show, and until I know what until you really get put in that room,
you know what's hypocritical about this argument of yours is that if I was a black man, you'd have no argument. But since I'm white, I'm somehow at fault.
Yeah, you're right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You absolutely right.
That's the very definition of racism, buddy.
No.
Oh my God, no, it's not. Don't even go there.
Why are you so giggly today?
Because this nigga's crazy.
Hey, no.
Like he's bugging out.
Well,
I've never heard him before.
That goes back to what Tone said about the gender thing. You know, this generation has no sense of race, like he said. Tone said that.
Man.
This generation, it doesn't matter what Tim's color is, but Tim, it could be a black kid. No, let me finish, Tim. Let me finish. It could be a black kid. It could be a white kid. It could be a Mexican kid. I hear Mexicans call each other nigga. I hear white kids call each other nigga. I hear black kids call it. There's no gender. There's no gender in race anymore. People just see one color, humanity. So this generation doesn't realize that, like Tone said, this America was built on the backs of black America, and that's where the economic problems come in.
No,
between black and white people.
I don't disagree with that, but I'm just trying to tell you that if you want to move on, you need to start looking at it, the people versus the government. You don't think white people are getting fucked by the government too?
No, not in the same way. Not in the same way. I just gave you an example. No, look,
white people
Tim,
might be having foreplay with the government, but black people getting fucked.
Yeah, we getting butt fucked. Y'all getting coitus.
Tim, there are more black people.
So listen, this is what I need to do really quick. Wait. This is what I need to do. Okay. I want Tim. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds, Tim. Wrap it up so we can move on.
I had a bunch of notes here about women. I didn't know if we were going to get into that. God damn it!
Go ahead, Tim.
He took notes.
Damn it, Tim!
Because you jumped in. I got a whole Word document here full of notes about women that I wanted to get to.
Oh man! So listen, drop your information real quick, Tim, and then we gotta go.
Tim ain't got shit quick over there.
Yeah, dude, I got a spreadsheet and everything, man. I prepared for this.
Come on,
Give
Tim.
us the cliff notes.
Okay, I'll read it out really fast. You went over on relationships as transactional. They have been for millennia. I already went over that before. Women, okay, I'll just read this out. I wrote it out. Women get all their casino chips early, and they gamble with them in 20s, realizing that their chips are on the clock and running out fast. Women waste their young years getting dicotined during their prime fertility years, and then settle down just to have a family when their currency is used up. This is why
Fuck that.
They the men after they've settled, and then they divorce because they feel resentment towards the man that they settled with, and thinking they can go back in the sexual marketplace now that their value's in the toilet. What else did I say? Women are hypergamous, which means they trade across and up. Having more status as a woman means there's less men to choose from, because they're always trying to get a better.
This is where I agree with Tim. Hypergamous?
Yes.
Yeah.
So women having more jobs and more status means they're going to be less happy because there's less men who are above them.
Particularly problematic with mass incarceration.
All right.
Yeah, that's good. That goes right into mass incarceration too. Yeah, yeah. And then the last thing I wrote is women's rights in the workforce destroyed the birth rate, and women have been getting unhappier ever since they got rights in the 60s. And there's studies everywhere that prove it.
All right.
The happiness level of women has been going down ever since they got the vote.
You can't be mad at some of that shit he said. Now, on the race side, you fucking up. Every now and again, you fuck up, Tim, but it's all right.
Listen.
Okay, you guys, I'll let you go because I've been on forever, but
You'll let
feel
us
free
go?
to record any of that.
You're going to let us go on our show. That's some white shit.
That's white shit. I'll be letting you guys go.
Let you leave your
Bye,
house.
Tim. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you for the call, and thank you for speaking like a real
But
man.
again, this is why I allowed that shit to happen.
I hate when they say that.
Let me tell you why I allowed that
racist.
shit to happen. Because I wanted Tone and Tim to go back and forth. Let me tell you why. Because they perfectly outlined the insanity of this sick society. Now watch me bring it full circle. Sister, where are your beliefs coming from? Who is the author of your relationship beliefs? You think it's you and your mama? No. It's unfortunate, but most of you are in survival mode. How am I going to pay for these kids? How am I going to pay for myself? It's turned you into a relationship ATM.
Wow.
You can't even begin to approach the sublime reality that is unconditional love. You can't. Because this poisonous society has its motherfucking grips in all of the ideas you think make up a great relationship. You think you believe in God, but society is evil.
Yeah,
Right? So society is feeding you your beliefs about relationship, and you think, oh, it's divinely inspired. No, it's not. I've been telling y'all for years. Go get some books on Krishnamurti, Freedom from the Known. What is known to you are the social game rules of a poisonous society. Knowledge is a reflex of memory. Oh, well, what were you taught about how to relate? Don't get no pussy for free. Hold on to that pussy as long as you can. Don't just give it away.
Right.
Well, who do you give it to? Well, find out if his people got something. You know how many motherfuckers have come into this show and taken from me? Because they think he's a man, I should be able to have it. Off tops.
Or they think they're going to be able to pussy-matize you.
And one of my rules is never fuck any of them.
Right.
Who's them?
You talking about people on the show?
The women on the show
have come in here and taken
the panel
knowledge and information and how to do it.
Your words.
Oh, saying shit exactly the way I say it. There's a motherfucker out there right now. Story time with blankety blank.
And calling people peaches.
Because you feel like men are supposed to give and give and give and give. You've been taught to receive and receive and receive. That is the measure of a man. What the fuck he can give me. And when I stop receiving, his value goes down.
Or somebody offers more.
Somebody again, that's that the word Tim used. I forgot it just that quick.
Yeah, he sure did say that.
Said women move up in relationship. Sometimes men move laterally. All right, I'm out of this situation. I'm into the next one.
Yeah.
But women are constantly trying to move up in the situation. That's because they've been taught to barter.
Well, what happens when it's flat? Because of wealth calcification.
But do you see, again, poisonous society. You don't know what love is. You don't know what God is. You don't see God in your partners. You don't see God in yourself. You're now at a point. Remember in Tone Talks first week that we did 2 weeks of marriage. The first week of marriage, one of the ladies came in and said, I want a partner that could be more of an associate of mine where we can get married and build a business.
An associate.
She said, I don't even believe in love.
Wow.
So because it's intangible to you, because your very spirit is intangible to you, you can't even lock into your spirit. I always ask women, do you know the fucking difference between an emotion and a spiritual feeling? See, a lot of motherfuckers don't know the difference between the two. They can't differentiate. It's all emotion. Either it feels good or it feels bad. See, when spirit is involved, sometimes shit feels bad, but spirit gives you an inner knowing that although this feels bad, I know this is good for me. There is a presage, an internal knowing, a voiceless voice that says, yo, this don't feel good, but there is a power in this moment that is elevating me.
Exactly.
There are a lot of women that have no fucking idea of what that is because this society does not cater to that part of their spirit. The word he used was hypergamy.
Hypergamma.
Right? Lateral movement upward. A lot of motherfuckers go, this nigga on some spirit shit. He talking about spirit.
But you know what's weird though, Zoe, because we don't have no wealth as a race, crack, hip hop, it all made like Lil Wayne as the lateral movement. It made like a high school dropout the lateral movement for a UCLA
go ahead.
master's student.
Say more. Just go there.
I mean, it's just a bunch of craze. It's like what you ended up with is just this whole lack of so you're trying to move up with bottom feeding behavior.
Ooh.
Look at that. Say more.
So
looking the other way, knowing your man is a dope dealer.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my documentary was on Freeway Rick, and like, you know, you talking about somebody with $1 million a day gross in the 80s.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, who not gonna want some of that? And so like, fundamentally, I think that a lot of our women, they talk about dating up, but it's not even dating up. It's just scavenging.
Basically.
But hear what I'm saying here. Gray area statements. I've heard them. Just keep that over there. Don't bring that home. But I can bring the money home. You know what I'm doing is dirt. I can bring the money home. That ain't gonna stop you from asking for some money. And you know where the money is coming from. Just keep that over there.
I actually think that when you start talking about the level of money we talking about, it's like whiteness. It's like you can paint me white. You can give me that access, that magical coin. Because like we talking about like giving somebody $3,000 in the 80s. Like you did a show where you asked how many gifts the woman got on the panel. It's like $2 million. What?
Man.
How much gift
Let's see.
No, let me ask you, Zoe, how much
million.
gift you done got in your life?
It ain't been no motherfucking 500,000.
Is it even 20,000?
I don't even think this is nigga.
You guys are not clocking the value like women
No,
do.
come on. I'm talking about real hard fucking cash. Come on.
Hard cash?
Money.
Just think.
Or something real.
This was
A
street
card.
money.
I'll give you a gift.
What you gonna give somebody?
Let's hear this.
It
Some
ain't gonna be
cologne.
no-
What you gonna give somebody? Some Dolce & Gabbana?
Yeah, I normally buy clothes or shoes.
Nice watches, suits.
Expensive.
Suits can cost a lot.
Have you ever bought a custom-made suit for a man?
No, she get hers at Sears.
A tailored
No.
custom
I've
suit.
gotten like a suit jacket, not the whole set though.
You know how much a
was
custom
like
suit
300.
costs?
She said 300.
I
That's
got-
so cute.
Listen, I've gotten a
I
suit.
was in college.
I've gotten a
money
suit
like that.
jacket.
Uh-huh.
I've gotten a suit
A
jacket.
blazer.
A blazer.
It was a nice suit jacket.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of
Suits are
money.
not cheap.
I was in college and spending that much money on a dude that I'm not with, so don't come for me.
See how you remember all that? All them facts? Niggas don't have no facts on what they done gave in their life.
I haven't done that for many people,
That's what that's what we're saying.
That's the point.
but I haven't been with many people, so it's different. for me.
So you are an aberration. See?
Whatever.
We are making a point here.
No, I get it. I
and
get
to-
the point, but y'all was trying to prove
I'm
it on me,
saying
and it
the
wasn't
roles have reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
working. 100%.
And to add to your point, I didn't appreciate the shit. We might have talked about how much money niggas spend on us, but ask me, did I appreciate it and how much of that shit I got right now?
How much?
Like, I got 3 purses left, maybe.
From the 80s?
Yeah. Them purses wasn't cheap and they wearing that shit again. Them MCMs is back in, bro.
Oh, that was lit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, some shit don't go out.
You still got your drawers from the 80s?
I do
And
not.
He said draws, nigga. Draws and the purses. 2 different things.
I'm just fucking with
They
you.
call it
Shit.
vintage now. But them MCMs and them Dooney Burks and all that shit wasn't cheap back then. You
And
know?
again,
Oh,
let
wait.
me say
I
this
spent
really quickly.
$1,500 on some
Let
shoes before.
let me say this really quickly.
That's
I gotta
true.
tell y'all again.
I forgot about
My show is Jerusalem. It's the holy land of radio. Anybody can come in here and talk. I don't have no beef with nobody out there. Anybody can come in here and talk. I want to keep the talks open. Yes, they get a little passionate. Yes, motherfuckers say some sly shit. And I hear it. But I want to keep the conversation open. Tone Talks did exactly what he was supposed to do. Him and Tim went in.
Tim came from my head, too.
He did. And I like that.
it. Nah.
And I like the fact that you beat him back with information. And that's what this platform is about. We don't have all the fucking answers. But I tell you what, our audience got to stop being so goddamn critical when they ain't doing shit but observing the conversation.
Hello. Thank you.
You want to participate? Call in.
They always got something to say. I'd be like, ugh.
You got something to say? Call in. Be brave enough to speak on it.
Man.
That's what the platform is for.
Yeah, don't wait till after the show and put all your hateful comments up.
And again, I'm here to mediate, man. I'm here to mediate, to keep the conversation going. Our women have been contaminated by a sick society. How do we know it's sick? Look at Kavanaugh. He got pushed through today to the next and final step to becoming a Supreme Court justice.
Sick society.
It's a sick society, and white women support it.
Yeah, that's even sicker to me.
50. If you
Okay, I'll say that.
50%. 50. I can't even remember.
50%.
53% of women, white women, voted for Trump. And then after the motherfucker was elected, was out there protesting against him and recruiting black women to be in their ranks. This man got open cases of sexual harassment and still could rise to the motherfucking presidency, the highest seat in the office. If he was a black man, he couldn't have that on his resume at all. Poisonous society. And you're not the author of your relationship beliefs. Period. So you get a little bit of power from the devil, and then you're going to turn around and bang on your black man for not meeting you on the plateau you on in the devil society. And then we'll take money when the black man goes and does dirt. Just don't bring it over here because I don't want to go to jail. But I will go to the movies with you and Ruth Chris. Come on, y'all. Shit. Am I a hater for saying that?
No.
I have to be honest. Am I a hater for saying that?
Not at all.
Do I hate women because I bring that up?
I know you don't hate women.
I love women. And I've always said this before, and then I'm going to be done. I've always said this before. It's not the woman's fault. Shit, she was born here in this sickness. So she was conditioned to accept the societal game rules. It's not her fault. Man, this is crazy. Tone Talks, what you talking about tonight?
There's a study came out said that universities are purposely not picking black radical students over black raceless students.
How about that?
I got the professor actually that did the study coming on along with HBCU president Dr. Kevin Cosby.
Oh man, he's cold.
Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting.
Nice. Where can we see you at, Peaches?
Well, tomorrow night I'll be in Canoga Park. Hit me up on Instagram. Let me spell my name. It's DAUGNE. Last name Keith. KEITH. Just follow me and you'll find out everything.
DAUGNE.
KEITH.
I spelled it right, didn't I?
Yep, for the first time in 12 years. Oh my God.
Dope. And then Badass. Where you gonna be?
For what? I ain't gonna be nowhere. Or work.
Give motherfuckers your social media.
No, because they be weird on there.
You just a little asshole. Right? It's cool. Welcome back, little asshole. Thank everybody for tuning in and chiming in. We appreciate everybody. Listen, we'll be back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for Tone Talks. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. I'm out. Deuces.